Hey guys, it's Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then you don't know what I do. I make a lot of cards, and I love teaching you guys how I do those so that you can make them too. Okay, so what I'm working with today is the Spellbinders Embossing Folder of the Month and Die of the Month. I'll leave links to everything down in the description below for you. I've already embossed this lovely panel. Let me adjust the lights just a little bit. Okay, that I think makes it a little bit better. I just chose some pretty pink for that. And you can see those lovely little hearts drawn all over. So we're using that. And then we're using this die set that I think is kind of interesting. We've got a big H that is all leaves and all the things. So we've got a big H. And then we've got the ELO. So this is actually the rest of the word hello. So you'll be cutting out the L a couple of times. Or you can do like I did, and I'm doing multiples because I'm going to stack everything. So I've taken some of my scraps and I went ahead and cut out 4 of each of these. One is in a pattern paper, which again was a little bit thin anyway. And I'm going to basically just stack all of these up, glue them all together, and then start putting them together on my card. So there are a few different ways that you can adhere these together. You could have put double-sided adhesive on the back of it, you know, some sheets, and then die cut. I have trouble die cutting through that adhesive and backing, so I didn't do that. I just die cut everything straight. And what I'm going to use for my adhesive is just my regular liquid glue. This is actually Barely Arts glue in my glue press. And I'm going to use a sponge to basically just pounce the glue on there. And the reason that I'm doing it this way, and this is not my idea, I saw it online somewhere, I don't remember who, but I did see it from someone else. I'm doing it this way because it's much more forgiving because it is liquid glue. I'm using this to pounce it on to basically get mostly everything covered, although it may be a bit too thin in some areas if I didn't do it right. But trying to use a tape runner or something for this, that stuff sticks immediately. The liquid glue will give me a little bit of wiggle room in case I don't line everything up quite perfect. So we're going to just line everything up. And you can offset it on purpose. I'm going to actually just do straight on there using the straight edge pieces to line the rest of my bits up. So I am trimming down my panel here, the embossed pink. I'm trimming that down to 4 by 5 1/4, just so that I have that little bit of white space around the edges, and now I can start putting together the rest of my card before we mount it onto a white card base. So we've got our big H. This thing is basically the entire card, guys. That's just the way it is. And then we've got our E and the O, and then the 2 L's in the center. So that's kind of how I'm going to line them up. First, I'm going to put this one down, and I'm going to glue it down just like I did with the rest, but this time I'm just going to use my glue gun to add, or my glue press rather, to add glue to the back. So yeah, this is going to be a great hello to all my crafty friends type of card. Okay, let me get that centered on there. Need it to be near the top and in the center, which is one reason for the liquid glue. That way I can position it just how I want and move it around. Then I'm going to grab an acrylic block to put over the top there so it has a chance to dry well. So next I'm going to start putting my letters on. Now I've got the H pretty high up there. So that means I need my letters to be up there too, which means I'm going to have some blank space down here that I think I'm going to use to add some of the flowers that are included in the set. So I'm going to line up the E and the O right with the edges. And let's move that up a little bit more. We'll go with that. And now we will add our L's. I've got the other one positioned about where I'm going to want it when I drop it down. Okay, that looks like it is pretty much lined up. I'm going to put my acrylic block down again, and we're going to let that dry. So like a lot of Spellbinders die sets, there are of course all the little extras that we can add on there. So we've got a bunch of leaves and flowers, which are going to help me also to fill in some of that space at the bottom if I need to. First thing I'm going to do though is I'm going to add some of the leaves to the places on the H where there are spaces left for them. I've also cut out a bunch of the flowers in different colors, and I'm just going to add a scattering of them basically all over, basically in all the places where flowers can go, and then we've got lots of extras to play with. I think that looks pretty, but I think I need a little bit more. I think I need a few gems. So these are just some crystal gems that I picked up at Hobby Lobby, I don't know, about 3 years ago, I think. They last a very long time, I found, and I don't use them quite as often as I probably should, but they are going to just make this card just pop. And I'm going to call that done. I think this turned out very, very sweet and very pretty. So that's going to finish up this video using the Die of the Month and the Embossing Folder of the Month from Spellbinders. I absolutely love their club kits. Everything works so well together. And you can check out this video to see another project where I'm using Spellbinders products, and I would love for you to come and join me in one of my upcoming live streams. I go live twice a week, plus lots of other videos, and you can find information on everything in my link bio, link down below. You guys have a wonderful day, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, guys!